So, do you live the life you love, and do you love the life you live? That is our motto here. Live the life you love the life you live. Well, what the heck does that mean? It's very cyclical sounding, right? But it's so, so true. We all want to live the life we love. We're searching for this meaning and excitement and things we want for ourselves. And then we're also not really taught to love the life we're living right now, because we're always striving for more. We're always going for more than that. And so this week's vlog, or you can read it on our website if you're part of the membership, our blog is about just that, living the life you love. And the quote that we brought up this week is, "Joy is the compass that guides us to our true desires, manifesting a life we love." So that is our quest. Our quest is joy. The thing is, we can bring joy along with us. So I think when we're saying this, what we forget is that we can find little aspects of joy on the journey, and the quest is to keep ourselves in that joy. And so it doesn't really matter what you do on the journey, the quest is living it with joy. So I'm going to just talk about the blog this week, read a little bit of it, and just give you some excitement on how much enthusiasm and how much life can go into your life if you learn that loving the life you live is the key to living the life you love. So, joy isn't a personal experience. It's a force that can influence everything around us. When we cultivate inner joy, it ripples out in our work, our relationships, even our global communities. Imagine a world where joy is the driving force behind every action and every interaction. Imagine that world. This is the vision that we hold at the club here. Joy is a powerful emotion that can transform our lives in profound ways. It's not just about feeling good in the moment. That's more happy. We want to feel happy, and there's nothing wrong with happy, but joy is such a different, deep down in your gut feeling. It's about creating a lasting state of happiness and fulfillment. It's about accessing that space within that can never be destroyed, that even if in the darkest hours, there's always this burning flame. I always say it's that same flame you see and you access to know if it's something you want to do or some direction you want to go in, that internal flame, that space in your body that no one can move. When we are joyful, we attract positive experiences and people into our life. We attract like. Our energy shifts and we become magnets for abundance and success. This is why joy is an essential part of the manifestation process. Not that you can't manifest grief or manifest anger or manifest lack. We can manifest anything we want. But I would think, as we're talking in this club, what we want to manifest is our desires. And if we're manifesting our desires, then we need to access our joy. Why is joy such a superpower? Joy isn't just fleeting. It's a powerful state of being that can attract more positivity and more success. So Neville Goddard is one of our thought leaders that we all love, and Abraham Hicks. So if you haven't listened to those, please go listen. You can find them anywhere on YouTube. Abraham Hicks still with us, Neville Goddard long ago, but such inspiration that we will constantly quote them, talk about them, put their clips on, just so you know, because they are talking about when we live in a state of joy, we align ourselves with the highest vibrations, attracting abundance and opportunities. Personally, I've seen how joy has transformed my life, the lives around me, from manifesting new opportunities, deepening relationships. Joy has been that catalyst for countless miracles, countless shifts, times in our lives when we shouldn't feel joy, when we shouldn't look happy. And unless you have experienced it yourself, you can't really explain where that deep-seated joy is. But when you've got it, you never let it go. So Neville Goddard and Abraham Hicks are thought leaders, and whether you follow them or not, adding that time can be an amazing part of your day. So find a thought leader like that helps keep that fire going. I know I usually pick one or the other, or a few others that we'll talk about later in the club, that just lift me up in my day, that remind me what I already know, what I already feel about joy, but it keeps that fire going. Now, what are some practical ways we can cultivate more joy or more ability to access that joy? It's a practice, and we need to get into habit. It's a muscle. Just like we're building our muscles, we need to build a muscle around accessing our joy. So mindfulness, taking a few moments each day to just be present, noticing the beauty around you, appreciating the things that are in your area, helps you stay grounded and connected to the present moment, which is where joy resides. One way to practice mindfulness is through meditation. You could spend a few moments every day sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, noticing the sensations in your body, and having no judgment around it. Just let those thoughts come and go and just cultivate this inner peace and joy. You could put a sound machine on, you could put a fan on. The key is to get to a place where you are totally quiet, okay? This could take practice, this could take many times, but there's no right or wrong. It's just taking that time to be quiet and out of your head and into just that space of full creation and joy. Another practice that I will constantly talk about is appreciation. And I know a lot of you love gratitude and gratitude journals, and lovely, love it, keep doing it. But appreciation is just a little bit of a switch. So if you aren't doing a gratitude journal, I would suggest trying an appreciation journal. And this is writing things down that you appreciate every day. And what's the difference? It shifts your focus from lack to what you have. So already appreciating it in the moment. So I appreciate that the teller was so kind to me today. I appreciate that my sidewalk was cleaned off by my neighbor. I appreciate that the colors are so beautiful right now. Taking a moment or moments in each day to reflect on the things you're thankful for, you're appreciating in that moment. It's like those glimmer moments. And then what happens, why appreciation and glimmer moments are a little bit different than gratitude, and you can do both, is that you start looking for it. You start expecting it. And if you are in a level of expectation for things to appreciate, for moments that glimmer in your day, they will show up for you, okay? This can be something as beautiful as a sunset, a kind gesture from a friend. But by focusing on these appreciation moments, you cultivate joy, you cultivate contentment, and you cultivate excitement for what could be next, right? Okay. Gratitude there's nothing wrong with gratitude. Let's just face that right now. It's that feeling of thankfulness for something that has already been given or you've already received. That can also be a fantastic practice because it's a gratefulness for what's in your life, right? But that's more of a past tense and a reflection, and there are definite moments for reflection. But I would strongly encourage adding that appreciation, that sense of what's glimmering in your life, okay? Very, very, very important. Okay. So when we cherish those small moments of joy throughout our day, then it brings a smile to our face. And it allows us to start paying attention. And so we tend to be in a society that looks at the negative. And if we're going to flip it and make this active choice to change, the glimmer moments can really help with that, okay? Another way that I like to really focus and get down into quiet is a 5-minute Tai Chi in the morning. And it's just this I'll put a video up of it here one day. It's just really quick moment of focusing on love, appreciation, things that you're bringing into your life, being centered. And sometimes it just takes a small practice so whatever you have, if you'd appreciate that, then I'll put it up too, okay? So, of course, we are very much about love and joy and magic and enthusiasm and glimmer moments and all the spirituality. But there's also this human science piece of us that can say, okay, what's the scientific backing behind joy and manifestation, right? But there is a definite proven it's definitely been proven that there's positive impacts on our health and our mindset and then our success, okay? Studies have shown that joyful people are more resilient, have stronger immune systems, so the better you feel, the more you can do, right? And then we're more successful. The law of attraction teaches us that joy aligns with our desires, making it easier to manifest our dreams. So research has shown that positive emotions such as joy have a profound impact on our physical and mental health. So when we experience joy, our bodies release endorphins and other feel-good chemicals, very sciencey, that boost our mood and our overall well-being, right? You know that. Go feel it. When you're having a great day, you feel like you can jump to the moon. Or even if you walk in certain levels of pain, when you're activating your joy and you're feeling better, things shift, right? And if our immune system is boosted, then we have less illness, less disease, right? So I think that's fascinating, right? So there's a research by Dr. Barbara Fredrickson. She's a leading psychologist in positive psychology, and she suggests that positive emotions broaden our thought, action, repertoires, helping us build lasting resources and achieving our goals. So how exciting is that, right? If you're a follower of the law of attraction, then this also teaches us that like attracts like. So when we're in a state of joy, we attract more joy. When we're in a state of joy, we attract more joyful experience. When we're in a state of joy, we're more positive, so we attract more positive things into our life. So as simple as it sounds, it's how it works, right? So as our energy shifts, the things that come into us shift. So we align ourselves with our desires, and then our desires manifest because that's what we're calling in. It's a practice, okay? It's a habit. It's a shifting. So here are some steps we can use for joy in your manifestation journey, okay? So these come from our live book. And you can get this if you're not a member, then you join, you get this book, and we'll be doing some teachings on it. But I'm going to just basically break it down. It's called Alive. I downloaded this, and it's 5 words that help us step into manifestation. So the first thing we're going to do is ask. Begin asking the universe for what you desire. If you don't ask for what you want, then how can you get it? If I go into a restaurant and I want a certain meal, how am I going to get it if I don't ask for it? The universe communicates in subtle ways. Pay attention to your intuition and the synchronicities that are occurring in your life. These are signs that you're on the right track. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to ask, okay? You're sending a clear signal to the universe about your desire. Be specific and detailed in your request, and the more clarity you have, the easier it'll be for the universe to deliver. So use the analogy. If I went to the restaurant and went, I want something meaty. Well, that's so vast. Instead of saying, you know what I want chicken parmesan with salad and water and a side of broccoli and some sherbet at the end. Well, then they know exactly what to bring you. That you'll be gifted with that. So after you're asking, though, you're going to listen. Second step, tuning into your guidance and all the signs around you. You're going to just notice those subtle ways that we were mentioned. Paying attention to your intuition. Signs that are on your path, trusting your inner guidance, following nudges, following spirit guides, whatever it is you do, that gut feeling, that knowing. So if you listen, you're going to get messages, and then you're going to intuit. You're going to trust your inner wisdom. You're going to know that way. You're going to follow the nudges even more, okay? Intuition is a powerful tool in manifestation process. You're probably going to write down. So as you listen, you could have written down all these things you heard, and then you start asking your intuition, is this a way I want to go? Is this something that I want to follow? And then you're going to visualize. So once you've intuited what you really want, you're going to visualize. See your desires as already achieved, as Neville Goddard would say. Visualization creates this powerful energy that you can attract your dreams with. So go to bed at night and visualize that happening. So let's say you've asked for a better relationship, and then you've listened into how ways you could make this manifest. Maybe you've heard, well, I don't even have one, so maybe I need to go on a dating site, or the one I have is not exactly what I want, so what are some things I could do? Or that person is someone I really am interested in. Maybe it's time you went in and discussed things with them. And so as that intuition comes, you're going to trust your gut feeling on what it is. And when you really hone in on that, then you're going to start visualizing. So you could go to bed at night and align your energy with it already having happened. Say you're telling your best, dearest person, you wouldn't believe how this happened. And you're going to visualize that, okay? And then that's all fantastic. But then take some inspired action. That's our execute stage, okay? Manifestation requires you to move forward. It's not like pulling it in or forcing anything, but it's once you've asked for what you want, start listening to your inner guidance. If you want a relationship and you think it's time to date and you get this gut feeling about a dating site, you've got to join it. You can't just think magically this knight in shining armor or your beautiful princess is going to show up and knock at the door. I'm not saying that couldn't happen, but the more action you put, the more the universe responds, supporting you, guiding you. The more I do positive things towards what I want, the more I execute in the direction that I want, things happen. So ask, listen, intuit, visualize, and execute. Okay, sorry, got a little blurb in there. Okay, now I really just think we're going to reflect on how joy affects our manifestation journey. Try to put yourself in a joyful state as you're doing this. If you're asking in this mopey, oh my gosh, why don't I ever? Can you feel that that's the answer that comes? So really, that's a shift. Watch your attitude. And then we want to talk about community and connection. Sharing joy with others can strengthen your manifestation process, okay? So we have a community in the Joy and Manifestation Club where we really just want to use our tools. We want to use practices. We use things like tarot and meditation and herbal therapy and the Alive tools I gave you. And just fostering personal growth and happiness and abundance. Our community page allows us to continuously interact with others. But if you already have a community, please also go there. If your close friends are your community, go there. Community cannot be underestimated. When we come together with like-minded, like-joyful individuals, we amplify our energy and we create powerful collective forces. Do you know we can visualize for each other? Like, how freaking powerful is this, okay? So here we believe in the power of connection and support, okay? And our community is a place where you can share your joys, share your challenges, receive guidance, inspiration, celebrate your successes, and really just, we're going to encourage you and we're going to lift you up and push you towards activating that joy, living in a state of bliss, okay? That is what we're doing here. So find something that makes you happy and fixate on it. That is the answer to all things, according to Abraham Hicks. Much love from us all here at the Joy and Manifestation Club. And you know what I'm going to say. Live the life you love and love the life you live. You are freaking magnificent, and you've got this.